Hey, football fans, it's that time of year again. The leaves are turning, the air is getting crisp, and the 2025 NFL regular season schedule is officially out. And let me tell you, it's packed with more drama than a reality TV show. We're talking thrilling rematches, bitter rivalries, and enough on-field tension to power a small city. You know me, I love a good storyline, and this season is serving up some serious revenge games. We're talking about teams and players with a score to settle, a chip on their shoulder, and a whole lot to prove. So buckle up, because we're about to dive into the top 5 revenge games you absolutely cannot miss. Get ready for some epic showdowns, because these teams are coming in hot. Week 1 is kicking off with a bang, folks. The excitement is palpable, and the energy in the air is electric. Fans have been waiting all off-season for this moment, and it's finally here. We're heading straight to the Meadowlands for a matchup that could be a battle of the X's. The anticipation is building as fans from both sides are gearing up for what promises to be an unforgettable showdown. Justin Fields and the Jets are going head-to-head with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and if the rumors are true, that means Justin could be facing off against none other than Russell Wilson. This is more than just a game. It's a clash of titans, a duel of destinies. Now, we all remember how this went down, right? The drama, the decisions, the debates. It was a roller coaster of emotions for fans and players alike. The Steelers were in a quarterback quandary last season, and they had their pick of the litter, Justin Fields or Russell Wilson. It was a decision that had the entire league buzzing. They went with the veteran experience of Wilson, leaving Fields with something to prove. And boy, did he take that challenge head-on. And prove it he did. Fields led the Jets to a winning record, going 4-2 as a starter. His performance silenced many critics and earned him a legion of new fans. But the real kicker? Aaron Rodgers. The legendary quarterback whose name alone can send shivers down the spine of any defense. The rumor mill is churning, folks, and word on the street is that Rodgers might just be heading to the Steelers. This potential move has fans and analysts speculating endlessly. Can you imagine the storylines? Rodgers facing off against the Jets after their very public, very messy breakup? The drama would be off the charts. The tension would be palpable. Every snap, every pass, every tackle would be scrutinized and analyzed. Let's not forget about Aaron Glenn, the Jets' first-year head coach. He's stepping into the spotlight with a lot to prove and even more to gain. He's got a lot riding on this game. His decisions, his strategies, his leadership will all be under the microscope. He's the one who ultimately made the call to stick with Fields, and a win against the Steelers, especially with Rodgers at the helm, would be a huge validation. It would cement his place as a coach who can make the tough calls and come out on top. And speaking of Rodgers, can you picture the reception he'd get at MetLife Stadium? The cheers, the boos, the mixed emotions from the crowd? He was hailed as a savior when he first arrived in New York, but let's just say things didn't exactly go as planned. The highs, the lows, the unexpected twists and turns. The Jets faithful can be a tough crowd, and I have a feeling they won't be holding back. Their passion, their loyalty, their unwavering support will be on full display. Week 1, folks, mark your calendars, because this one's going to be good. The stage is set, the players are ready, and the fans are eagerly awaiting the kickoff. This is what football is all about. We're not letting up on the gas in Week 1, people. Sunday Night Football is bringing us a clash of the Titans. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens are heading north to face Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Now, this is more than just a regular season game. This is about playoff redemption. Lamar Jackson is a phenomenal talent, no doubt about it. But his playoff record? Let's just say it's a bit of a sore subject. And that last loss to the Bills? Brutal. Turnovers, dropped passes, it was a comedy of errors for the Ravens. This game is a chance for Jackson and the Ravens to exorcise those demons. They're walking back into the very stadium where their season ended, and you better believe they're looking for payback. But don't count out Josh Allen and the Bills. They've had the Ravens' number in the playoffs, and they're not about to let their guard down now. Plus, with 2 league MVP trophies already on his shelf, Allen is hungry for more. This matchup is a quarterback duel for the ages. 2 of the most electrifying players in the league, going head-to-head under the primetime lights. And with potential playoff implications on the line, the stakes couldn't be higher. Get your popcorn ready, folks, because this one's going to be a shootout. Week 2 is serving up a heaping plate of Super Bowl leftovers, and trust me, these are the good kind. We're heading to Arrowhead Stadium for a rematch that'll have you on the edge of your seat. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, these 2 teams have some serious history. The Chiefs tasted victory in Super Bowl 57, But the Eagles returned with a vengeance in Super Bowl 59, leaving Patrick Mahomes and company with a bitter taste in their mouths. This Week 2 showdown might not be for the Lombardi Trophy, but you better believe the Chiefs are looking for some payback. They've had all off-season to stew on that Super Bowl loss, and they're ready to unleash their fury on the Eagles. Remember what the Eagles' defense did to Mahomes in Super Bowl 59? 6 sacks, 17 pressures? It was a quarterback's worst nightmare. But the Chiefs haven't been sitting idly by. They spent the offseason rebuilding their offensive line. And this game is their chance to show the world that they've got Mahomes' back. This game is more than just a rematch. It's a statement game. The Chiefs want to prove that they're still the team to beat, that they're still hungry for a championship. And the Eagles? They're not afraid of a little challenge. They're coming to Kansas City ready to defend their title and remind everyone why they're the reigning champs. Get ready for fireworks, folks, because this one's going to be explosive. Week 3 is taking us to the City of Angels, and no, we're not talking about a Hollywood premiere. This week, the spotlight is on the gridiron. We're talking about a showdown between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams, two teams with a lot to prove. And let me tell you, Saquon Barkley is ready for his close-up. The star running back is in top form. Now Barkley has a bone to pick with the Rams. Remember last season? He ran all over them, racking up yards and touchdowns like they were going out of style. He was unstoppable, breaking tackles and making defenders look silly. It was a performance for the ages. But the Rams, despite being on the wrong end of Barkley's highlight reel, still managed to push the Eagles to the limit in the playoffs. It was a nail-biter, with both teams leaving everything on the field. The Rams showed they could hang with the best. This year, though, the Rams are singing a different tune. They've made some key additions to their roster. They've got a new weapon in their arsenal, Davante Adams. The star wide receiver is a game-changer. That's right, folks. They managed to lure the star wide receiver away from the Raiders, and he's ready to make some noise. Adams brings a new dynamic to the Rams' offense. He's not just a deep threat. He's a versatile playmaker who can change the course of a game in an instant. And let's not forget about the Rams' defense. They were ravaged by injuries last year, but they're back and healthier than ever. Last season was tough, with key players sidelined, but this year, they're ready to make a statement. They've been working hard in the offseason, and it shows. The Rams' defense is looking sharp and focused. They even added the 2024 Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jared Verse, to their ranks. This young talent is already making waves. This Rams defense is younger, hungrier, and ready to prove that they're not the same pushovers they were last year. But Saquon Barkley, he's got a score to settle. He's coming into this game with a chip on his shoulder and a point to prove. Barkley is determined to show that last season was no fluke. He's been training hard, and he's ready to dominate. He's coming into this game with a chip on his shoulder and a point to prove. He wants to show the Rams and the entire league that he's not just a good running back, he's a great one. This game is a clash of styles, the Eagles' high-flying offense against the Rams' revamped defense. It's a battle of old rivals with new tricks up their sleeves. Both teams have something to prove, and neither is backing down. This game is a clash of styles. The Eagles' high-flying offense against the Rams' revamped defense. It's a battle of old rivals with new tricks up their sleeves. It's a battle of old rivals with new tricks up their sleeves. Get ready for a showdown in SoFi Stadium, folks, because this one's going to be epic. The atmosphere will be electric, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The fans are in for a treat as two powerhouse teams go head-to-head in what promises to be a thrilling encounter. Fast forward to Week 10, and we're heading to the Motor City for a rematch that's sure to get the adrenaline pumping, the Washington Commanders versus the Detroit Lions. This isn't just any game, it's a clash of titans, a showdown that promises to be as electrifying as it is unpredictable. Now, last year's playoff matchup between these two teams was nothing short of shocking. It was a game that left fans on the edge of their seats, with twists and turns that no one saw coming. The Lions, after a historic regular season, were riding high, but the Commanders played spoiler, shutting down their high-powered offense and sending them home early. It was a bitter pill to swallow for Detroit, a city that had dared to dream big. This year, the Lions are out for blood. They're not just looking for a win, they're looking for redemption, for a chance to rewrite the narrative that was so cruelly altered last season. They've got unfinished business to attend to, and they're not about to let the Commanders rain on their parade again. The fans are more fired up than ever, ready to cheer their team to victory. They're playing at home, in front of their roaring fans, and they're determined to rewrite the script. Remember Aiden Hutchinson, the young defensive phenom who has quickly become a cornerstone of the Lions' defense? The Lions' star defender missed last year's playoff game due to injury, and you better believe he's been waiting for this moment. He's been training hard, focusing on this very game. He's healthy, he's hungry, and he's ready to unleash his fury on the Commanders. Hutchinson is a game changer, and his presence on the field could be the difference maker. The Lions' defense might have been decimated by injuries last year, but they're back with a vengeance. They've rebuilt, they've re-strategized, and they're ready to dominate. They've got experience on their side now, and they're eager to prove that they're one of the most formidable defenses in the league. But the Commanders? They're not backing down from a challenge. They know what it takes to win in Detroit, and they're ready to silence the roar of the crowd once again. The Commanders have their own set of weapons and strategies. They know what it takes to win in Detroit, and they're ready to silence the roar of the crowd once again. This is a team that thrives under pressure, and they're coming in with a chip on their shoulder. This game is about more than just revenge, it's about respect. Both teams have something to prove, and neither is willing to back down. The Lions want to prove that they belong in the conversation of elite teams, and they're ready to make a statement. They want to show the world that last year's playoff loss was a fluke. Get ready for a battle in the jungle, folks, because this one's going to be wild. The stakes are high, the tension is palpable, and the excitement is through the roof. This is football at its finest. There you have it, folks. The top 5 revenge games to look forward to in the 2025 NFL season. We've got bitter rivalries, playoff rematches, and enough star power to light up the night sky. Which game are you most excited about? Is it Justin Fields facing off against his old team with Aaron Rodgers potentially under center? Or maybe it's Lamar Jackson's chance for playoff redemption against Josh Allen? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more NFL updates. It's going to be one heck of a season.